After having put thousands of hours into maxing not only a normal Ironman account, but also a hardcore Ironman account, I set myself a goal to be the first person in RuneScape to max all 3 Ironman game modes. I'm now attempting to tackle one of old school's most difficult challenges, maxing an Ultimate Ironman. This is my road to maxing every Ironman mode. What's up everybody, welcome to episode number 49 of the Ultimate Ironman series. The end of the last one, I got my crafting up to level 98, and I started doing barrows again, trying to get my Devious plate body. At the end of the last video, you guys saw I did get a double chest with a Devious helm and a Devious axe. I figured I'd come back here to show you guys once again where we're at. So 20 out of 25 items. I have 3 Devious helms, 5 plate legs, and 2 axes. Eventually, we'll hit the table for the plate body. There is one thing I changed. I actually went and got the Explorer ring. If you guys don't know what this does, it lets you cast low alch 30 times per day. So since I am on the RKS spellbook, when I get a barrows item that I don't need, this is just going to be the quickest way for me to alch it. Also, in terms of the magic XP, I forgot to mention this at the end of the last video. I've gained 52k so far just from barrows, and we are 66k away from 87. But yeah, here we go, starting off at 743 chests. I'll see you guys back in a little bit when I get my first loot. Well, there's the first item of the video, guys. Another Aram staff on 750. This is, I believe, the 3rd Aram staff I've had. 2 chests later, there's another Aram's item, Aram's hood. So still I'm getting a ton of items. I'm not 100% sure on the exact number, but I think I've had either 7 or 8 in 50 chests. Aram's staff, I went on a 43 dry streak, not quite the item I wanted to break the streak with, but all 3 items so far have been Aram's ones. There's the magic level I wanted to get from charters, level 87. Also, I've done a total of 99 chests so far since I've been back, and looking at the amount of mage XP I've gained, it looks like I'm averaging around 1.2k per trip. No, I got tricked again. Every time I get these Thorax plate bodies, I think I get a DH plate body. Chest 807, there's an Aram skirt. This is the second one I've gotten. What really sucks about this one is they sell for like 2 mil on the GE, and you can only alch them for like 20k, so in reality, this is a pretty bad item for me. And there's a back-to-back with a Varix helm. And there is Devious plate legs number 6 on chest 832. I'm not going to get too annoyed over this. With RKS Barrows teleport, Barrows is a lot easier than it was before, so it's not too tedious anymore. I don't really mind doing it as much. So once again, sadly, the timing on this is bad. I got it at like 4 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't use my mic. Didn't really give too much of a reaction. It was more like shock that it actually happened. But there it is, Devious plate body, 843 KC. So now that I do have full Devious, I can move on to doing pretty much everything else on this account. Like, so much was locked behind this. So it is the next day now. I just woke up. Before I went to sleep though, I did something I haven't done on this account since the very beginning, and that's actually go into Notepad and plan out a bunch of stuff. So I have a pretty nice list, about 20 or so things on here I'm going to be doing next. But with this plate body, I've pretty much finished barrows. There's nothing else I'd really need from there. I have the full DH. I have the Carol's top, Aram's bottom. I have the extra set of tank top and tank legs, and I do also have the Carol's bow. I'm going to be keeping this for my KQ kill for the diary, and then I'll probably be dropping it. Overall for barrows though, 447,000 mind runes, 164,000 chaos runes. This is definitely enough mind runes to get me from 61 to 77 rune crafting from ZMI. And in terms of the chaos runes, I'm probably going to be using those to burst Slayer when I go back to it. I wasn't going to do it initially, but it's going to take way too long if I don't, so those are going to be really helpful for that. But yeah, now that I have this, I'm going to go back to a Spory, suicide my account again, and then take out all of my DH stuff. There's all my full DH I've taken out of the chest. So one thing that's going to be annoying with this, the end of this diary here, so I need to loot a chest wearing the full set, so loot a barrows chest wearing any complete barrows set. So meaning I need to go and repair all of this and then do a run with it. I'm probably not going to kill anything. I'm just going to rush straight to the end, just tanking with pair up and stuff, and then open the chest. But after that, I'm going to have to leave again and then repair the armor again, so I'm able to put it in the storage unit. Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So let's put on the full DH, check the chest, and there we go. Alright, now I need to repair my DH again and then go and get all of the planks and everything I need to build the master stash. I'm not gonna lie, what I'm doing right now is kind of dangerous. I just really don't want to have to suicide my account again, because the next thing I'm gonna be doing requires me to have empty inventory. So to build master stashes, you need 2 mahogany planks, gold leaf, which is like 150k. You need 10 nails. Of course, I do also need my crystal saw because it gives an invisible +3 boost, and you need level 88 construction to make these, so I have to have that on me. I have nothing on right now, so I'm pretty much going to be running through Barrows hoping I don't get smacked. And since all my stuff is at a Spory, if I DC here, well then there goes all my stuff. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. Thankfully I got really lucky here, and I did end up getting the first door, so I can just go ahead and build this without worrying about getting smacked by anything. So here we go, let's build the master stash and store the DH in it. Now anytime I want to go and do mole, all I have to do is come down here and take my full DH out of the stash. That's also 3 less slots in my looting bag, which is insanely nice. 4 more steps left to go until we complete the Elite Mauritania Diary. So I'm going to be going back and doing this in a little bit. There is something that I want to do first. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best way to get these, but we'll see. I've done a bunch of different calculations trying to figure out how many ranging potions I'm going to need for chinning 99 ranged. I should need a total of 64 doses, which is 80 total 3-dose pots, meaning I need to get 80 dwarf weeds. I have gotten almost 20 already from doing Slayer, and that's only 20 over like the 100-something hours I did that. So I tried to think of a faster way to get dwarf weeds. So I'm going to be doing herbivore for this. I looked at a bunch of loot videos, and it seems like on average, people tend to get like 10 average per hour. It does scale based on your hunter level though. If you guys haven't done this before, you pretty much just run around chasing these tracks on different things, and once you get to the very end, you harvest the herbivore and you get a bunch of random herbs. You also get 2,000 hunter XP, so I should be getting like over 100k per hour doing this. If I get lucky and my math is right, this should take me 5 to 6 hours to get all the dwarf weeds I need. I am going to test it for an hour though, and I'll see you guys back after an hour. Hopefully with a decent amount of dwarf weeds. So there's an hour of Herbie done. I did 60 total in an hour, 122k hunter XP from that. I only ended up getting 8 dwarf weeds. I was hoping for 10 to 12, but of course it's going to vary a lot. The more time I do this, it'll get more consistent. So I'm hoping that goes up to 10, so this takes a total of 6 hours. But I am going to be getting a lot of other nice herbs from this. These are all high level ones as well. So over the 6 hours, this should be some pretty nice XP. I am starting off at 80 hunter. I'm not going to do like updates when I get levels on this because I'll probably end up getting a few. There's also one more thing with this that I completely forgot about because I hadn't done it for a long time. You get fossils from doing this, and what you do with these fossils is you go to the Rock Museum and clean them, and you can add them to display cases. I believe you need like 50 of each fossil to completely finish the museum. And that's like a total of 150,000 herb XP, because each one you finish you get an experience lamp. So I'm going to be doing that as I go too. 80 dwarf weeds completed, 809,000 hunter XP gained. So this ended up taking about 7 hours, which really isn't too bad. I wanted to mention this because I feel like somebody in the comments is going to say it. Killing Abby Specs is not better than doing this. I went and looked at the drop rates, and based on how many I'd be able to kill per hour, I'd only get 3 per hour on average from Abby Specs. So overall, this is probably the best way to get this. Also got a ton of other good herbs. These didn't all completely come from this. I went to Spory and took out all the herbs I had already, so that's added to those. Hunter level is up to 83 also. It's about halfway to 84, so I got 3.5 levels from that. Wow, this herb XP actually ended up being pretty good. This is the final lamp I'm getting here. This is going to be a large lamp too. This should be 5k more XP. So I got almost 40,000 herb XP just from the museum and cleaning herbs, and I'm really close to another herb level now. I got a pretty decent amount of these, man, like 3 or 4. Realistically, I'm never going to come back here and finish this, though. It's just like another nice side thing while doing Hunter. So now it's time for me to make my ranging potions. I completely forgot I had to get the stupid Zamorak top and bottom, so that took a bit. But overall, only having to make 80 of these, it really shouldn't take more than half an hour. And there is the 60 4-dose ranged pots made. I actually got a herblore level from this as well, since I was 11k before starting it. So 5 levels away from 2,000 total. I'm actually probably going to get that tomorrow from Hunter. So the next thing I have on my list here is to finish the Mauritania Diary. I'll just show you guys a picture of the wiki on the screen to make it easier. So I need to kill an Abbey Demon in the tower, which is easy. Kill some black dragons, make a dragonhide body, that's also pretty easy. Fertilize Mauritania herb patch. So the only one that's kind of annoying on here is the shade remains and stuff, because I'm going to have to go and do the mini game again, and if nobody's there, I don't know how I'm going to do it. There's the Abbey Demon kill, 1 of 4 completed. So here's the second one, making the black d'hide body in the Canifest Bank. I just went and killed these in the Evil Chicken's lair with a safe spot with my trident, so that was pretty easy. Only 2 left to go now. There's the patch fertilized, 1 more left to go. So I got really lucky with there being people here. I'd say like 9 out of 10 times there's actually nobody here. There it is, guys. The entire Mauritania Diary completed. And with this, I actually get a pretty crazy lamp reward. So this lamp right here, I had no idea how much XP this was going to be until I actually looked on the wiki. But look at that, 50,000 Herblore XP from finishing that diary. That is a pretty hefty amount of XP. That's like 1/3 of my entire level. So now with the entire Moritania diary completed, I have to go and finish the hard Western Provinces diary. I can't do this step yet because I need to get 70 ranged. I'll be doing that a little later. But the other thing I have left to do on here is kill Zulrah. So I guess it's that time of the video to kill Zulrah. My range level, as you guys know, is really bad, so I'm going to be using my Trident and Mage only. I have to figure out a whole inventory setup for that. I have to go look at guides on Mage only as well, because I haven't done that for a really long time. So this is probably going to take like an hour to get everything set up, but once I do have an idea of how I want to do this, I'll see you guys back. So one of the biggest problems I have when doing Zulrah is I have so many items like in my looting bag and in my inventory that if I want enough inventory space to have like food and pots and everything, I have to try to think of ways to get rid of a bunch of stuff. And thankfully, now that I can make master stashes, there's 2 more that I can build to actually get rid of 4 more items. And this is going to help not just for Zulrah, but for clearing it out over my account a lot. So this stash right here, you can store a Dragon Battle Axe, a Dragon Defender, and also a Slayer helmet. So that's 3 more things I don't have on me. I only need all 3 of those things for Slayer as well, so it's not like I need them all the time. And the second master stash I'm going to be building is in the Enchanted Valley, and this one allows me to store my Dragon Axe. So overall, 4 more items that I don't have on me. Now I'm going to go back to setting up my inventory. Hopefully I have enough space now. This actually worked out perfectly. I completely filled my looting bag up with everything, and I didn't actually have a single item left over, so the perfect amount of items. So my inventory is pretty much fully empty. The only thing I have left in here is the Berserker Ring. Since it is imbued, I can't put it in my looting bag since it's untradeable. But I'm taking 1 Prey Pot, 3 anti-poisons, and I'm just going to be using Karambwans. We'll see how this goes. I looked at some mage guides. I'm just going to try to go for a specific rotation. But I don't remember any of these rotations because I haven't done Zulrah for such a long time, so hopefully this works out well. I got incredibly lucky with this. Both the phases that I got were the 2 that I were going for. I was going to continually log out or teleport until I got the 1 phase that I knew was the easiest. And I got that on the first try, and then I went through a full rotation, and I actually got that exact same phase again. So I ended up with a total kill time of 4 minutes, which is pretty bad, but as long as I got the kill, that's all that matters. Sadly, I didn't get like some insane luck getting the pet or a blowpipe like on 1KC. Of course, that's not going to happen, but it would have been cool. So with the Zulrah kill, I have all of the hard parts done now of the Western Provinces diary. The last thing is to kill the elf with a crystal bow, and like I said, I need 70 range for that. So I'm going to be worrying about that after this next step. So now I have to start Monkey Madness 2. I only have to do the first chapter and start the second chapter to get access to the caves, so I don't really have to do much of the quest. However, for the second part and for doing chinning, I do need to get a Monkey Speak Amulet and also a Ninja Monkey Grigri. The thing that makes this really unfortunate on an Ultimate Ironman is, since I don't have the Monkey Speak Amulet, I can't actually buy the Monkey Talisman to make a new Grigri. So it's basically like repeating Monkey Madness 1 again. You have to do all the same steps. So I have to run through the caves twice, once to make the amulet and another time to make my Grigri. I mean, relatively, it's super easy. It's just time consuming. There you go. Finally, the Monkey Speak Amulet and the Grigri are made. Now I can start Monkey Madness 2. There's chapter 1 completed. I did have to go and re-suicide once again. I've had a suicide, I think, like 6 or 7 times today, so I'm losing a lot of GP because I did forget that I had to go to Entrana in this chapter. There it is, access to the tunnels. So at this point, I don't have to go any further into this quest to be able to chin down here. So from this point on, other than charging my Bone Crusher and taking a break at 70 range to finish the Western Province's hard diary, I don't have anything else to do, like no detours or anything. So this ended up being one of the longest progress videos I've ever made on my channel, so I do hope you guys enjoyed it. My goals for the next one are going to be pretty high. I do want to get 99 Hunter and ranged in that same video, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys as usual for all the support on these videos, and I'll see you guys sometime in the next 2 weeks with another progress video. But until then, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you then.